to start the presentation together with our team, with Ian, Aiko, and Vicky Karimi. Zainab, welcome with your team. So Vicky Karimi and Ian Ayeko and Zainab Kadenge, how are you good this morning? Good morning.
Good morning. We are preparing the presentation. Kindly give us a minute.
It's okay.
Good morning, everyone. Kindly be patient as we are finishing on our end so that we can begin the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, Ian, we will wait. So sound is there. We're just waiting for our panelists to prepare. So just give us a few minutes. There they are. Vicky is presenting. Ian and Vicky, over to you guys.
Yes. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Morning.
My name is Zainab Kadenge. I'll be taking you through the training for eTIMS implementation. So this is a taxpayer education session and it will be presented by teams and eTIMS. So we can now begin. Can move on to the next slide, please. So introduction to eTIMS. As at now, we are leveraging on technology for effective revenue administration. So we have had a successful rollout of TIMS, that is the tax invoice management system, that actually concluded on 30th November, that had actually achieved the objectives of enabling VAT registered taxpayers to transmit tax invoices on real-time or near real-time basis. And then after that, we have taken into consideration feedback from stakeholders and taxpayers to embark on the next phase of TIMS implementation, that is developing. That is actually by developing eTIMS, which is a software solution, which is actually a software solution that is available on our website. So if I can maybe point out the main difference between the two solutions is that TIMS is device-based, while eTIMS provides affordable software solutions to taxpayers geared towards e-invoicing. And then eTIMS is actually mainly targeting the active VAT taxpayers who have not onboarded on TIMS, and some have actually not even upgraded their ATR devices. And then the pilot phase commenced in February 2023 and is still ongoing. And then we have the main objectives of eTIMS is 1, to minimize the cost of compliance, 2, to increase tax revenue, increase tax compliance and accountability. It also provides a groundwork to expand the reach to taxpayers in other tax subheads, and then it addresses the missing trader phenomena, and then we provide additional options to taxpayers who already have maybe they have a phone first, and then now they can actually move to other gadgets. So the benefits to VAT taxpayers include 1, it fosters a fair business environment. That in the sense that since every trader will be required by the authority to actually be generating invoices that are TIMS or eTIMS compliant, hence we will not find ourselves in a scenario where we have some traders who are not charging VAT and some who are doing it. Hence, it can provide like an environment where, of course, many people will want to buy from a trader who doesn't charge VAT. So that means the ones who are charging VAT will have higher priced items and stuff. So in order to curb that and to foster fair business environment, we are providing an eTIMS solution and TIMS so that all the businesses are able, all clients are able to actually generate invoices that are VAT and eTIMS compliant. And then we have a flexible, it's actually flexible. Another benefit is the fact that eTIMS is flexible in the sense that variety of devices will actually support taxpayers at a minimum cost, and it's actually an upgradable software. So that means we have options for the phone, for the tablet, for the client, for the desktop. So these are the variety of devices that these particular softwares can be hosted on. And then it faster processing of VAT refunds. This is another benefit to taxpayer because taxpayers actually don't have to provide a lot of evidence that the invoices they have generated are actually true. Am I audible? I'm seeing someone is saying I should work on sound. Vicky, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are audible.
Okay,
Someone
thank
else
you.
can confirm whether they're hearing you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. So another benefit to VAT registered taxpayers is actually faster processing of VAT refunds. This is in the sense that once you have generated invoices and they've been transmitted to our servers, we'll be able to have visibility of it and will not have a problem to actually refund whatever amount that has been paid in excess that was used to cater for VAT. The process actually, Kitambo, we used to have, you bring all the documents, the bank statements and all that. So that process is going to be a bit clear and faster. And then we have another benefit is stock management module, which will assist taxpayers maintain their own inventory. And like before, taxpayers used to have a manual invoicing system. Right now, they're giving, eTIMS is giving a stock management module whereby taxpayers will maintain their own inventory and will be able to see stock in, stock out and manage their stock. And then another benefit is simplified VAT return filing, which will be made possible through integration with iTax and ICMS. This is actually a work in progress, so once it is completed, the taxpayers will be able to have an auto-populated return where after generating all the invoices, it is captured on their returns, both purchases and sales. Hence, the return filing process will be a bit easier since submission will what will remain. Another benefit is non-intrusive verification of tax processes, in the sense that once you have generated an invoice that is eTIMS compliant, you'll be able to scan the QR code, which will direct you to iTax, not on any other website. Not on any other website, so that you can be able to verify the validity of those invoices. Next slide, please. And then we have the eligibility criteria for eTIMS. The following are key considerations in determining the taxpayers to onboard eTIMS. Who qualifies to onboard eTIMS? 1. Taxpayers who have not onboarded on TIMS by upgrading their ITR. 2. Taxpayers in the process of complying but are still facing challenges integrating with the TIMS ITR devices due to maybe complexity of their billing systems. And then 3, taxpayers who have businesses but are technologically challenged, hence they do not have computers and are still doing manual invoicing. And then we have taxpayers dealing in bulk invoicing and are still facing capacity or performance challenges to issuing invoices and actually transmitting to our servers. And then we also have voluntary taxpayers. In case someone is already on TIMS and wants to shift to eTIMS, then they'll be in a position to actually move to eTIMS voluntarily. And then the eTIMS software solutions available include 1, the eTIMS PayPoint Windows, which is suitable for taxpayers selling goods at a single location and with a single PayPoint or a cashier till. It runs on a computer or a laptop with Windows 10 and above operating system, and it contains a stock management module. And then we have eTIMS multi-PayPoint Windows that is suitable for taxpayers selling goods and having multiple locations or multiple PayPoints. It also runs on a computer or a laptop with Windows 10 and above OS, and it contains a stock management module just like eTIMS PayPoint Windows, as you can see on the picture on your right. And then we have eTIMS PayPoint Android, which is suitable for taxpayers selling goods and runs on a tablet with Android version 8 and above OS, and it also contains a stock management module. The other solutions include eTIMS online portal, which is suitable for taxpayers in the service sectors and do not sell supplies or goods. So it runs as a web-based application and it's accessible on a browser. So on a browser of your choice, you just type eTIMS and a page will pop up, and a sign-up page will pop up whereby you'll be able to register. So we have the eTIMS Lite VAT, which is suitable for taxpayers also in the service sectors and do not sell supplies or goods. And it also runs on a smartphone with Android version 8 and above OS. But this one is actually for suitable for taxpayers and do not sell supplies and goods. Yeah, so this is a work in progress. Once it's completed, it will be able to be launched. And then we have a virtual sales control unit, that is the VSCU, and the online sales control unit, which provides for system-to-system integration between taxpayers' billing system and KRA. Maybe we can go back to the previous slide. If you can be able to hear me, Vicky. Yes, thank you. So for taxpayers with a billing who already have their own billing system and they do not want to change their way of invoicing, then the virtual sales control unit is a better option for them. So once someone wants to do that, wants to actually integrate our servers and sorry for that. So in case someone wants to integrate their billing system with our server so that you can have visibility and they don't have to abandon their billing system, then the virtual sales control unit is a better option for them. Next slide. The onboarding procedure. So someone will wonder, where do I start if I want to onboard eTIMS? One, the VAT taxpayer signs up on the eTIMS portal and makes an application for the preferred software option. The taxpayer can only select one software option at a time, at any given time. And then number two, the authorized KRA officer processes the application by conducting some due diligence through a Know Your Taxpayer interview to determine the following. One, the nature of business, whether you're in the service industry or you supply goods and services. Also, frequency of invoicing. How do you invoice? What's the frequency of your invoicing? We'll be able to know that. And then if the taxpayer has access to a computing device, that is a computer, a laptop, tablet, or a smartphone. And four, if the taxpayer has access to internet. The information provided above will determine the software option suitable for the taxpayer and facilitate the approval process. So after that, the KRA officer schedules a date and time to install, configure, and train the taxpayer on how to use the eTIMS software for purposes of invoicing. If I can give a brief overview of how you go about it. On the browser of your choice, the taxpayer actually writes eTIMS. A page like this, a sign-up page or registration page will pop up. You click on the sign-up button. Then the taxpayer will be able to have another page will pop up. Vicky, can we have maybe the next slide to see if we can have visibility of that? Okay, maybe we can just go back. I'll explain from there. So on the sign up page, on the sign up button, they click on that. They can fill their details. After that, they'll be able to submit. An OTP will be sent to their phone number that is registered on iTax. After that, they'll be able to